Morning, y'all. Right, I'm on the road today. I've stopped for charging and obviously a coffee. And I'm going to see a golf pro who's been doing some really good work with ground reaction forces and other things. He's measuring in 3D. His name's Steve Furlonger. I'm really looking forward to meeting him. I've talked to him online a little bit as well. And I'm going to go and have a little lesson. That's one thing that for me has always been exciting, is just learning from other smart coaches. Yeah, looking forward to today. Let's see if you can find me a bit more speed, shall we? Right, we've made it here with Steve. Thanks for having me, Steve.
Good to have you here, Mark.
I'm looking forward to today's lesson. We've done a bit of benchmarking, so he's written up on the board here, so I've told him kind of where I am with my speed. So you can see ball speed here. I'm kind of gaming 158 to 160, topping out at 165. Club head speed on my launch monitor, it'll change with the because you're using flight scope, I think, aren't you?
Indeed.
So 111 to 115 head on mine, which I imagine on flight scope is going to equate to about 108 to 111, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
As a point of measure, not that people often get confused with that one. Like, oh, one's right, one's wrong.
Yeah.
They're just measuring it at different points. And we're going to use your force plates to see if there's any little... Is there any hidden gems you can find? I'm guessing you're not going to find many, because I don't reckon I've left much low-hanging fruit, but that's why I'm here.
Absolutely. So I'm excited, obviously, to see it.
Yeah.
We're going to be measuring force in 3D. So
Yeah.
3 linear forces. We've got centre of mass, vertical. So we're going to look at the torques about the centre of mass. We're going to see whether we can crank those forces, get you a bit more torque, so we up those speeds.
Like it.
Double plate ready.
Again, that's a pretty functional, that's left, like just left of the pin. That's a good shot. I play that little feather fade is where I get arrow, like that's where I can not like hit a lot of greens.
Yeah.
So last shot is carrying 185. You can see this kind of more yellowy 1 yard left of target, it felt like. 91 club with that 7-iron is quicker for me, but again, we were talking about this earlier. I do think it's like I remember testing some drivers in Dubai once, and I was just so wiry compared to my winter studio where it was cold and having to wear a couple of layers. It's very warm here today. To be that speed already, but again, I don't know what that would be on my launch monitor. In theory, that would be faster, but that surprises me. Ball speed for me there with a 7 is not bad. If I'm getting in the 130s, I know I'm getting up to my top end.
That's good. And I mean, you were saying how you like that particular shot. I think you was beginning to ramp the speed up. You was getting very comfortable with hitting that shot there. So, which is a good start.
Yeah.
But we're going to start to move the goalpost a little bit, because we're going to start to ramp up speeds in a minute. So we're going to go into the faster ones and out of the kind of gaming mode. But we're, you know, good start here already with a 7-iron, stroke 6-iron.
Yeah.
We move on to the big sticks now.
Okay. It's a bloody 7. Get over yourself, everyone. Okay, so we're going to set and wait for the go sign. Yeah, okay. This takes a bit of fidgeting, but we'll work this out. Go for it.
Okay. 5, 2, 1.
Double plate ready.
That's a, like, I'm not fast yet. That's a bullet.
Okay. Yeah.
Double plate ready.
Oh.
Like, it sounds silly, but that's how I would drive the ball a lot of the time
Yeah.
in my game.
Double plate ready.
What a specimen, look at that. I've always thought this is always quite, it looks good in motion, like it looks fine in motion, but when you break it down, there's a lot of floppiness.
A little bit. So, you know, there's a few things that we sort of we've discussed and talked about here. So the way that you position your centre of mass, the segments and their contribution to this blue sphere, which is your combined centre of mass, which sits about here. So when we talk combined centre of mass, we are talking equal mass above, below and either side. So the vertical location around the belly button. We look at where your pelvis is there, so we look at the mechanics of it. You've moved this sort of pelvis weight across and this torso weight. Now, what's going to happen now is that we've got a big late push of force to move your pelvis back across, which when we know when your pelvis goes this way, we're going to get this, which is going to create those big problems with you, which you then start with your delivery numbers, you start to lose it a bit. So we would like to get the positioning of the centre of mass towards the trail side enough, but pelvis where it needs to be, torso correct. Okay, so we're going to get this stretch across the system. Pelvis more centred, torso off, get that good, you know, we want that wide and long hand paths, and then we can apply the forces to the handle nice and early, ultimately get it out to the club.
Because I do get depth with my arms, don't I? As in, look, I don't care where the club has gone, but look how connected my arm is to my chest and like how buried behind my head it gets. That's almost moving this blue dot back, isn't it? So if you scroll back to when my hands are more in that box,
yeah,
because I was doing these kind of ideas, sorry, on the backswing.
Yeah. That way, yeah.
You know, I'm making swings right. That's what I feel like I need to get more there, is the feeling in my head.
Yeah.
And I do see numbers increase, but golfers are not safe.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely.
And that's the balance, isn't it?
And I think that, you know, this is, you know, my good friend Stuart Corstelfine, he calls it, it says, quotes, you never fire cannon from a canoe. So if this is the canoe sliding around like this, you know, that's going to be a problem. You have to put your pelvis left.
Yeah.
You are going to create a force that moves that pelvis mass to the, and that's why it's a late lateral force, that medial lateral force. Pelvis starts to slide. You can't reposition torso because it wants to counter that, and then you're going to put the club in a poor position for you to deliver it optimally.
Can we just show that on the graph? Because I see that on my swing cat as well. So basically, I don't peak this graph very well or drop it off very well. This graph is just basically gliding, where like anyone who watches the videos watches Matt, he peaks this high and then literally gets a massive zero. Like it comes so far down below zero because he is going so much more. So where I am going kind of drifty, because I reference Matt on here because he has kind of long driver numbers and graphs. When we look at his graphs, they're like what you see more in the long drivers. He is literally, he's across, and then he as soon as he pulls down, that way almost stops and he starts pushing that way with lead side. Yeah. So you get this massive spike going into the negative, where I just get this nice little glide across the surface.
Which looks great on the dance floor, but for speed and power, it's just not where we want it to be. But you know, you get it. So you know, we peak this force that helps you move side to side early enough. Okay, we get it to drop off. So we do that with a good position of the pelvis. We get this good stretch across the system, and then we can focus on the forces that help you turn and rotate. So those it's anterior posterior force, the heel to toe, the Coke bottle, twisting the Coke bottle, rotating the pelvis. We're going to work on those forces. Then we can pour in that ground action, that foot action, and the resultant ground reaction force to get you into position to launch it.
Let's play. Okay.
So I want you to try and feel when you get up to the top, that pelvis is recentering, and then that'll get the torso moving a bit as well. Okay. Okay, fast as you can.
Yeah, that's...
So we're changing tempo as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, to really get that to whoosh. Yeah, and you can feel it going forwards to backwards a little bit if you want to sort of go swing forwards first and then go backwards really quick.
As in like this?
Yeah, forwards, backwards. Yeah. Faster. Come on. Yes.
Yeah. I make a full swing doing that?
Yeah, go up to the top. Yeah. Recruit everything in your body to get that going earlier.
Yeah,
faster.
it's crazy, isn't it? I haven't.
Yeah. One of them.
It's like, it's.
It is.
It's just pretty, isn't it? I'm just like, I'm just so like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's warm, isn't it?
I'm going to just have a sleep here.
Yeah.
Go. Prime the feet. Get them going. Get them going. Go, go, go. Shuffle. Yep. Go. Yep. Love it. Right. Okay. So we're going to go call it priming now. Yeah. So we've done the feels for it here. We're going to do 3 swings, build up to speed. Breathe faster.
Yeah, yeah.
Get going.
Put some effort in.
Yeah, so, and we're going to just build this up. If you want to do your pre-swings, so just do pre-swings in between.
Stand off the mat.
Off the mat and do the pre-swings between plate and tee. And then we're going to stand on and we're going to smash.
So you want me to do that violent. That to me feels like a violent pull off the ball.
Yep. Want it nice and early.
So you
and
want
then
me
reorganise it. Yeah.
to be feeling that way.
Yep. So quicker here.
So
Faster.
quick here.
Yeah.
So
Reposition. Up to the top.
So quick, and so basically quick there.
Yeah. Feel that.
Oh yeah, that's like proper that, isn't it? Like it.
And then go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, ready, the long one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to not fidget, yeah?
No, fidget as much as you want, we're not going to record yet.
Okay.
Just want to hit one, just get a flight scope number.
So just hit one.
Go.
This is so funny because if you look at videos of me patting it, I literally with the driver will stand that wide.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's a complete shuffle. Like, I am literally not taking off the ground at all. I am just literally pushing the face at target.
Yeah.
And I'd look at, on my plates, it measures, obviously yours does, tells me exactly my inches width start.
Mm.
And I like, I just default so narrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I want to,
Yeah, want to
like, I can't get on the dance floor like that, can I?
No.
You know, I mean.
So they can be together. So yeah, feel a bit wider.
So like if I get there, it just feels stupid.
Yeah.
And I film it and it's like, it just looks normal.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously wider to me will feel like I'm a lot less this
Yeah.
way. But it does feel like I can't, like I just shuffle, you watch me shuffle, I'll constantly.
Yeah, catch it. Yeah. Nice and wide.
Right.
Get it up to the top, go as far as you can with the hands now.
Yeah.
Right up. Go. Good.
It does make me realise because I look at my fitness as well, how weak I am
Yeah.
in these joints, which
Yeah.
is why you see such a floppy weak.
Yeah.
So again, if we compare this to the audience know with Matt did a lot of running over lockdown. He couldn't wear his trousers anymore because they wears tight trousers and you could just see he just could barely get in them.
Yeah.
Started doing a lot of 5Ks, I think he did, or whatever.
Yeah.
And his distances just went through the roof because he's using that anyway.
Yeah.
He's naturally using it, and then it got stronger, and it was
Yeah.
like, wow, where's
Yeah.
that spin come from? Where I'm so floppy down there, aren't I?
It's we're going to
And I
measure
think
one
it's
now.
a lot of conditioning. Like I'm just not physically.
Well, you brace that knee again. I think that very much the era that you're from.
Yeah, but I also think as well, though. I think there's a balance, and I'm not making an excuse because I'll change my physicality if I wanted to go this route. And that's the excitement of lessons for me, because you get the lessons that say, oh, I can't do that. You know, and that's frustrating in a lesson. I'm not saying that I can't do that, but I can see I'm getting my power or lack of, or my maxing, because I can get the 111s without doing that.
Yeah.
And all I'll do is I will shift a bit faster.
Yeah.
I'll still do all the floppiness, but I'll just do it a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So then I have this real inner balance, or like in a fight between, I can get to those speeds doing it another way,
Yeah.
and I feel like I can hit target.
We're going to go.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, but we're going to. There's a couple of things else we're going to add to this though.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good start. Well, I want to measure one at the moment just to see whether we kind of doing initially what we need to do.
Yeah.
And then so we get a force plate grab now.
Yeah.
And then
Double plate ready.
you got this training grip here. So we've got that in position. That sits underneath the left foot. And then I want you to
Shall I
feel
do this
from
off
that.
the plate?
You can do it on there, it's fine, wherever. And then up to the top so we can get those hands as high as possible. Stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that new position.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there, don't you?
Now we've got that stretch across the system. It's almost like a spiral kind of stretch
Yeah.
from pelvis up through torso, rib cage. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we really want to get that as high as we can get it, rather than as deep and across as we can get it.
Yeah. So I'm more.
Yeah, that
depth.
way. Yeah. That's where we're going to try and get that.
You want it up there,
Yeah.
or I want it up there,
Yeah.
because you don't care.
that stretch.
Yeah, and I can physically feel that's my body going, do you really want to do that? It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously we all swing around what we're able to do,
Yeah.
or not. And anything that's has never, I'm always impressively, when you do fitness tests with me, I'm impressively at the bottom of the scale every time.
Right. Just pass.
Just, well, bare, like it's hilarious. If you do strength, speed, like I'm just constantly
Yeah.
at the bottom. I did some filming with Team Strixon, and they had Soren Kelson, a few others, well, lots of others, and Ryan Fox. So you couldn't get a more extreme of the two speeds.
Yeah.
Soren is literally just patting everything, and Ryan is just, his swing's amazing. He stands like this. He's literally here.
Yeah.
Barely turns here, but just stretches
Just gets
with
that,
a bit of arm.
He does, yeah.
And literally just belts it with no loss.
Yeah.
We played a bit with him, it's impressive. We then did this tennis challenge. Soren, forehand, like this, you know, so no separation and whip,
Yeah.
literally just push. Ryan, just like, wow.
Yeah.
It translated through everything.
Yeah, just wanted to smash it.
His golf was his tennis, and it was
Yeah.
it was so interesting to see. And I just remember thinking, yeah, like you have to reprogram them if you wanted to switch them around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have a go. I know this feeling because I've practiced it.
Can we get the hands higher now from that new position? Can we accelerate at the start like we need to do?
With the club or with this?
And can we get it up there with the club?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's the linear
I need to
work
be
on.
doing that
We've got to get the
every day.
linear work on the handle.
Yeah.
Okay? And we've got to get, you know, we're definitely getting the shoulder travel, because ultimately shoulder travel is ultimately kind of that hand linear work. That really what we've got to get that through. We've got better forces coming through the ground, we're good.
Yeah.
You've got to feel like the hands are up in the ceiling, that way.
You want it up there.
Yeah, you want it up there.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is why you shouldn't wear golf clothes, isn't it? I want to wear my tennis clothes to
You
do
put
this.
shorts on today.
I know I should have.
Okay.
Are we hitting one or
Yeah,
pausing?
no plates, just hit one. Give me high hands, feel that stretch.
God, get wide. Just stand wider,
wide,
you
yeah.
useless. Yeah, just stand wider.
That wasn't too bad.
It's a good shot, isn't it? It's a lot of effort for me, probably for about 162 ball speed. Oh, get on. That's what I literally, that's the biggest toe I can hit that. That's why you run away, isn't it? You just want to run.
Right. It's better than staying at 110, so 111, 112, 111.
Yeah. Which is me, that on again on my launch, that's 114, 115.
Yep. Hold a little bit better. So we really want to be trying to kind of, Lee calls this the throw off drill.
Yeah.
So we're really creating some.
Yeah.
And that gives you that feeling of just going at it from the top, right?
So from there.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you're prepping the system ready to
Absolutely, yeah.
explode again.
That's, you know, using the training aids that are actually creating those necessary stretches to get it moving.
Which if I was committed to doing this as a player, I remember speaking to Sadlowski about it, and he was basically 90% off course, 90% hitting.
Yeah.
He said, my swing's reliable, I can come back and I just find the grid, I can find the grid.
Yeah.
But I was 90% gym, swinging far, like he was working out was where he got his speed from.
Yeah.
You know, it's, because the trouble is, when you're doing what we're doing here and I hit shots that I hit, sometimes that scares you more than inspires you.
Yeah.
And I think, well, I'd be better off doing that in my garden, no ball with the tools.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
easing it into technique, or it becoming part of my technique by default.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? So you want, to me, to explode, start and stretch. Oh yeah, just feels...
Yeah.
just feels mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt like a knuckle. It was 2-1 spin, wasn't it? Yeah. 2-7-2 carry. I mean, for me, the wide stance is just slow hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Which I know, and I just basically what happens when I stand wider is I feel like I can't get my ball position where I want it, and now I can't control my face.
Yeah.
Because I had 3 inches of width. Now my ball position is out by 1.5 inches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I have to recalibrate where that is with practice. And I think, well, I'm playing tomorrow and I don't want to lose every ball, so I'm just bugging that.
Yeah.
Because I can just knock it in play generally.
Yeah.
Which is no excuse. It's just like you just need to work like everything. But the wider stance definitely makes me feel like, and obviously what the wider stance does as well, is it really messes up my slides, and I'm obviously using my slides to coordinate that face.
Yeah.
So you take them away, and it's relearning, isn't it? I'm like going, well, where are my slides gone?
Yeah.
How do I know where the face is? Because I'm using, once I feel like I've slid over there enough, like I'm there ready to hit it.
Yeah.
Or if I feel like I rotate out of it, I feel I'm going to cut it. Like I'm using those slides to hit target. And you want to take them away. I get why you want to take them away. That's...
I wouldn't say remove them, but just we're tweaking the timings of them.
Yeah.
We never take them away. We need them. We just time them differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we get, and that's about reorganising the segments, just so you don't have to throw them in as much and get them across.
Yeah.
Get them into position. So, interesting. You know, we've managed to get the fastest one. We've managed to get the highest carry one. Interesting using obviously the Tour Tempo speed products there. Really trying to get that acceleration from the top. That linear work really early, get the hand speed, the arm speed up really quick. And I think that when you feel like you smash it, that is it, isn't it? It's that.
It is for me, yeah.
It's just get that going as quick as I can
feels
from
like
the top.
this is going as hard and fast as it can.
Yeah.
And when I feel like this is working loads harder, often I can't translate any of it out onto the club.
Yeah.
Which is interesting for me. I always feel like I need to be, you know, it's this that's making it go faster.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Yeah.
As in it can be that, but again, I just
that is
don't...
facilitating with better timings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have got more force. I mean, you've got 20% more vertical force, which is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Huge.
Yeah. What's the timing of it? When does it peak?
The timings of it's still a little bit late.
Where does it peak?
So where are we? So we like to work on kind of shaft vertical. So it's just under that.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. It's good.
Yeah, so that's a win for me because normally the club head's about here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be earlier.
And yes, you know, where I'd like you to be at impact, that leg straight.
Yes, because I'm.
So again, if you peak,
I'm not
early,
bracing, am I? Yeah.
You know, so you know we're 2/3 through it. There's other stuff to throw into this mix here. I mean, ultimately, if we get that, then we're going to get the force this way on the handle here.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah.
And not.
Yeah, my little patty slide.
You know, so that has to be ultimate. Even though we've put more in the system, the timing's still the same.
Yeah.
But we just discussed the accelerations and that kind of work on the handle that you're applying when you feel you hit it further or get more speed. This speed, accelerate and get more speed there, and we just did some training with the products there to do that.
Yeah.
And we have got a mile an hour. It's a mile an hour, but it's a mile an hour more, and we've got the longest carry so far.
Yeah.
So you know,
it's more than a mile an hour as well, because 108s, 109s. I got it to 110s, 111s, but I got it to 110s, but they were me still trying to hit it hard. Do you see what I mean?
yes,
You know, I think.
more efficient.
I think you'd be more gaming at 111 on your system on this, where my system, I'll be gaming it on here 108s, 109s, which on mine is like 111s.
Yeah.
I think yours has the potential, those movements have the potential for me to game
Yes.
on my monitor 115, yours 111, 112.
Yeah. Anatomically just in a better position as well. You're just going to need to do less work to get back to
Yeah.
And that's, you know, ultimate, I think.
And it did feel like, it feels much more efficient, like less wobbling parts.
Yeah.
Basically. Right, time to head home. That was really good fun with Steve. I always love sharing and chatting and learning from golf pros who are just trying to be better versions of themselves. I think it was nice to know that I've been going down the right roads. It's always hard, isn't it, with trying to improve. It's that shifting the needle while at the same time trying not to move it backwards. It's always going to be the beautiful balance when you're trying to get better at something. Yes, I move that and get better, but at the same time, am I now losing accuracy? Am I now losing strike? Am I now losing all these confidence-based ideas? Oh, more practice, more practice, more practice. Post comments down below. Let me know if you want me to go and visit more amazing golf pros, because there's loads throughout the world and the UK that we could set up a little series, couldn't we? We go and visit some of the best golf pros and share with you why they maybe are some of the best golf pros at doing what they're doing. Thanks for watching. Oh, getting better is hard, isn't it? Let's all just be, why don't we just all just stay rubbish? That would be easier, wouldn't it?